Okay. First of all, thank you very much for being here today. I'm just going to say a very good morning to our distinguished guests, especially to our organizers. Thank you for inviting the FTTH Council Asia Pacific. My name is Bernard Lee. I am currently the VP, Vice President for the FTTH Council Asia Pac. And this is going to be a very short presentation, not the 2-3 hours one I used to do. Sorry. It's going to be half an hour. And the key presentation will be on, not the humming sound, key challenges of fiber to the home. The presentation is separated in a few sections. First of all, I'd like to introduce who is FTTH Council. A bunch of guys traveling around, middle age, drinking here and there. Next, what are the latest updates of FTTH in the region? Where is Asia Pacific compared to the rest? Key challenges across the regions, and some conclusion on where we should be in the future. So, first of all, let me just introduce who is FTTH Council. FTTH Council is a non-profit organization. Okay, all the members here, the speakers who come from Japan, from Australia, from Canada, they came on their own expense. They came as a passion to develop and to grow FTTH in the region. Our mission is just to educate, promote, and accelerate FTTH in resulting in a better quality of life. Not business, but quality of life, and also economic benefit to all. Objective, we supply a consistent and accurate view of FTTH. We are not biased. We do not promote specific brand or specific technology, but the concept of FTTH. We promote FTTH market development. We assist governments, corporations, telcos to adopt FTTH and to guide them with case studies, past experiences, and so on. And of course, we would like to be the recognized resource in the FTTH industry. You have members from all over the world here, and our latest member is actually Google as part of a new family. Now, the FTTH Council Asia Pac is not on its own. We have what we call the FTTH Council Global Alliance, made out of 5 different FTTH councils around the world. Asia Pacific, Middle East and North Africa, FTTH Council Africa, FTTH Council Europe, and of course the first FTTH Council Americas. And among 5 of these, we're going to have a board of directors. We have the presidents, the vice presidents, and so on. And it is an honor today to actually have the Vice President of FTTH Council Global Alliance, Mr. Fuad Jafar, with us today. Now, Asia Pacific at a glance. We have the Board of Directors. This is our President, Ms. Monique Monroe, and the Board of Directors from various countries and various corporations. Under the FTTH Council's Board of Directors, we have 6 different working committees, namely Technology and Architecture, Regulation and Policy, Market Development, Planning, Communication and Events, Education and Training, and of course the latest one, Cloud Computing and Gigabit Application. If you're just wondering why I look different, this is post-wedding, this is after wedding. Anyway, a few numbers out there which is consistent and we as FTTH Council APAC is part of. As of last year, December 2011, Asia Pacific is the largest FTTH deployment in the world of 58 million homes connected. At this point in time, well actually last year December, we have 58 million people who are connected to high-speed broadband via fiber to the home, which equates to approximately 1,500 people connected every hour. Every hour of the day, 24 hours, 7 days a week, there's 1,500 people in Asia Pacific being connected via fiber. And also, FTTH in Asia Pacific has the largest investment from all governments, approximately $60 billion being invested in Asia Pacific. Now, in 2015, that 58 million is going to go 3 times to 140 million people connected. via fiber to the home at an annual growth of approximately 20%. It's a lot. And the biggest market is going to be China. Now, latest market studies that the FTTH Council does. Just now I mentioned what does the council do. We don't just sit around and drink beer all day. We do a lot of market studies, and we share the market studies, the knowledge that we have among our members. We have over 60 odd members. Everybody has equal access to all this information. Now, by year end of 2011, 200 million wireline broadband subscribers in Asia Pacific. 65% is still our DSL. Okay? FTTH and FTTB takes up 27%, and the rest are cable modem, about 8%. So FTTH is still at its very infancy in Asia Pacific, because as of 2011, 5 of our top countries in the world will take up 99%. Malaysia is top 10, but if you look at it, we are far away from the fifth, the next one. So there's still a lot of room for fiber connections in Malaysia. So how long will APAC be able to sustain growth? Can we keep on growing and keep on adding people connected? The answer is yes. That is S. Because FTTH will still go strong for the next 5 years at a rate of 20 to 25%. DSL cable will still grow, but FTTH will grow the fastest. So especially with all the supports from governments, from corporations, this is where we're going to find the biggest drive. On the other hand, DSL copper, we find that it's going to drop at 2% every year. It's just an evolution of technology, one technology taking over the next. And this is a normal trend in every industry, in every cycle of ecology. China, being the mass of the Asia Pacific itself with 1.7 billion people, am I correct? Maybe more. So will be the largest FTTH deployment, where 50% of all FTTH will be in China. And again, huge government backing on this one. So we have what we call a growing market. China represents 50% of the subscribers by 2016. Japan and Korea represents what we call the mature market. Still growing, but you take out about 19% of the FTTH subscribers in 2016. And this is where we are. The remaining future growth areas, Latin America, India, Southeast Asia. This is where all the growth is going to be, and we are part of it. We are the part of the growing wave of fiber connection. So what drives this FTTH deployment in the whole of Asia Pacific? Well, number one, we are the largest population in the world. Asia Pacific having the most populated region, 140 million, just a drop in the bucket. Again, beyond that, 2020, we're going to grow even more. Low competition from other networks. In America, you have the cable networks, which is pretty strong. In Asia Pacific, we are mainly transiting from copper DSL to fiber, a normal cycle of evolution. And the key in Asia Pacific for FTTH adoption and growth in every country is the introduction of national broadband networks. Networks, fiber networks, supported by government, like what is happening today here itself. The government plays a very strong role in terms not only financially, but in terms of policy and regulation. That will ease the challenges that FTTH is going to face and go through the deployment phase. Incumbents, a lot of incumbents are actually looking at FTTH as their next generation network. And of course, mobile. It is said that each of us will have approximately 5 mobile devices connected. Where do you think all this data is going to go? It goes to the base station, and the base station is linked via fiber. So mobile is a customer for fiber to the home. because they require that kind of bandwidth to provide that level of security, that level of service to every one of us. So now the key topic of the presentation. What are the key challenges? What are the key challenges that every country, every deployment in the world will face? The key word here is what we call the 5 C's. Nothing to do with the requirements to choose a husband, because they have a credit card, condo, career, and cash, but anyway, although it was incepted through that, but anyway. Key challenges for fiber to the home are these 5. Competency, civil and construction, customer equipment, and you have customer awareness, and lastly, content. So what is competency? Very soon, for the next 5 years, we're going to have a depletion of fiber experts, not only from designers to engineers to splicers to people who work in the ground. Today itself, we have Malaysians working in Singapore, in Brunei, in Australia, and in New Zealand. And very soon you're going to have very soon you're going to have fiber expert going everywhere else in the world who is deploying fiber. Can our education system, can our training system support that amount of manpower? If it's not able to do so, then you have insufficient skill, competent manpower to deploy, and deployment will slow down. Second is civil and construction. Civil and construction is approximately 70% of your network costs. I'm sure some of the telcos who are here, or some of you who have experience in deployment of fiber, digging the ground is more expensive than laying the fiber. And as we go into fiber to the home, having a fiber going to your home will add a new element of challenge. Homeowners. What will you say if the deployment technician guy comes over to your house, bring over a 12-inch power drill? I'm going to drill a big hole here to put in the fiber. Your first reaction is, no thank you. So we need a lot of developers, a lot of civil and construction companies to pre-install fibers in there. If not, it will deter new users to subscribe to fiber. Hence, no take-up. Next is about customer equipment. We may not have this problem here in Malaysia, but bear in mind, Asia Pacific has a wide range of economy spectrum. For example, in Indonesia, many will not be able to support or to afford a laptop. A laptop might be shared by many. So if you do not have that facility to access the network, to access the available content out there, there's no a visible need for FTTH. So hence, equipment becomes an important role. Customer awareness. A lot of them ask, why do I need fiber? Can't my current DSL or my mobile connection give me enough bandwidth? What Dr. Awang last said just now was very true. A lot of mobile, a lot of copper technology is shared bandwidth. Fiber gives you a dedicated bandwidth to you and you only, hence guaranteeing you a level of quality that nobody else can give. It's unrivaled. Fiber will always be the best technology in terms of providing high-speed connectivity. And the last but not least, the most important challenge that most of us look into, most telcos, most businesses look at, is content. How do you make money on high-speed broadband? Okay, this is a slide of NTT's broadband prices. In 2000, at 10 megabit per second using fiber, you are charging approximately 11 megabit, $11 per megabit. Okay, that's fine. DSL was cheaper over here, but slower speed. Next, in 2010, at 100 megabit per second, you're paying 50 cents. 50 US cents per megabit per second. In 2003, 2004, 40 cents. As of 2005, 4 cents per megabit. So how are you going to make money on providing speed? This is a question that most telcos, most service providers will face. But you must look at it beyond the box, say thinking out of the box and stuff like that. So how do I grow beyond just being a commodity, just being faster? Many of you have heard of the Blue Ocean strategy, maybe a show of hands, who have read the book. Thank you. Okay, that's interesting. I just started reading maybe 20 pages anyway, just for the sake of this presentation. Okay, in the Blue Ocean strategy book, published by Harvard Business School, okay, costs will always be going down. Cost saving is always everybody's key objective, but at the same time, consumer requires increase in value. I want more, but I want to pay less. Hence, what we call a region of value innovation. Make no mistake here. Yes. The full of thought is that the fiber network, the connectivity is not the blue ocean. It's not the new business opportunity, but instead, it is the vessel, the starship, that's going to bring you, enable the businesses to go beyond and explore themselves what their own blue ocean is. A few examples that you see. Value innovation in the future, customers will not want how much speed I get. I don't care. As long as you can provide them with applications that will change their lifestyle. What apps do you have there? Apps that would be more efficient. Use technology to enhance your lifestyle. Everybody here works till late. What if the technology can allow you to do a lot of chores at home, ordering your groceries, paying your bills, and in the weekends to spend more time with your loved ones? Eco-friendly. If you cannot travel, try not to. You can do teleconferencing, you can send documents without increasing carbon footprint. And of course, entertaining. Getting you information, getting you entertainment content from all over the world. High definition 3D, provided legal. No download. Okay. Now, what can extra bandwidth bring you? At 1 meg, maybe you can do some web browsing, some flash. 1 to 5 meg, Napster. Well, during my age, that time was at Napster. P2P, gaming. And then there's where the sweet spot where we are right now, 6 to 20 meg, IPTV, triple play, video on demand, social networking. I'm sure everybody here has a Facebook account. I'm not going to say anything about who has one. And then 20 to 50 megabit per second. A lot of the countries are looking at this because it provides advanced features, targeted advertising, lifestyle apps, internet content, even home wireless network is there. At 100 to 200 megabit to 1 gig, the possibility is infinite. 3D. You have Sharp saying I have 80-inch TVs, super high definition. Right now, our high definition TV requires approximately 10 megabit per second. With super high definition, minimum 35 to 40 meg. And guess what? It is no longer a beyond imagination. You can buy all this right now, today. For example, NTT West has provided what we call EADG, digital home. They no longer give you a connection, but they give you a total digital lifestyle service offering out there for you today with incremental cost. Okay? Because right now, they are not selling you connection, they're selling you services. Verizon, for extra $10 per day, per month, not per day. They help you to monitor your energy usage. Energy is going to go expensive as time goes on, no doubt about it. But they will help you to control and efficiently use it. And now, with high-speed broadband, with all this internet connection, the facilities that once only available to big corporations is available to small, medium enterprises, able to use the internet to provide advertising, to promote themselves, to do the sales. For example, virtual storefront. Okay? IKEA gives you an ad, no longer a printed version of their catalog, but in the ad, you are able to press interactive buttons and it shows you the product, different colors, different angles, 3Ds, zoom in, zoom out. Order, can even deliver. Next, a more retail version of it. Cosmetic. Okay? You can upload your photographs, change all your makeup, hairstyle, and so on. If you like it, you press the button, say, what are the cosmetic there available? Please charge my credit card. Just for the record, I do not go out to the site. Okay? My wife used to work here, so got excuse to say that. But anyway, next is about the government. The government itself can utilize this bandwidth to provide a higher efficiency healthcare, education to more remote locations, security. Now, if your city has a widespread optical network, everywhere you have a CCTV to monitor, to secure everybody's safety. E-government to increase efficiency in processing. And of course, digital city, where digital economy is going to propel any government, any country to the next century. It's no longer just about technology, it's no longer about manufacturing, it's about value innovation. So, as a conclusion to my presentation, what we do today, what we're embarking today in Penang is just the beginning. Fiber is not an answer to our needs. It's not the red ocean, it's not the blue ocean, but instead it's an enabler of a future filled with infinite possibilities. So with that, I just want to say, if you have an opportunity to join us next year in Auckland, we have another conference coming up where the New Zealand government is also providing a wholesale fiber connections. So ladies and gentlemen, the future is bright, the future is light. Thank you very much.